Hey Gemini, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for October 28th, 2025. This is for Gemini. Man, Gemini, I'm seeing some wild stuff already. You have to have courage, victim mentality. Some of you are being victimized, and it may be in your head constantly, right? Because usually this is a mentality. Okay, victim mentality is a mentality, but it also is a consciousness of understanding that you got to grieve something. There are red flags in a situation, and the red flags could be for many of you is that you're not at peace with how things are going down, right? Things will change over time. They want you to understand within the next few weeks, you'll feel so much better about where you are. But you're going to have courage to find happiness in this place that you're in. I feel that you're going to have to reevaluate your situation. Archangel Michael is involved in this. Archangel Michael is one who is a protector. Archangel Michael is making everything that you do have more of an impact than usual. So you need to focus on your desires. You have to have courage truly to focus on your desires, what you want to see happen in a situation. And you're going to have to reevaluate that, what that would be. You need to protest or stand up for yourself. They want you to say, I'm at peace with my past. Many of you are not at peace with it. You may be grieving something, grieving a situation. They want you to be that bright energy. Bright energy, bright colors will uplift you. So it will be very important for you if you're going to choose black versus bright orange or something. You want to change that. You want to just incorporate something bright into your space. It does wonders for the spirit. That's what they're saying for you, at least. It does wonders for your spirit to be uplifted, to focus on uplifting media, uplifting music. Even if you feel down and you're just depressed, it would be important for you to listen to uplifting music. Um, for me, my uplifting music, to be honest with you, was a song that they used to play on the radio before I went to school every morning. I lived in a very, very tough area while my dad was trying to get himself together. Like we moved from one state of 1,000 miles away. We went from north on the East Coast to south, like full full south, like, and it was an adjustment. And he was working at like a great company up there, and they gave him a company car, all that stuff, to move to this place. We're moving down south, and now he's starting at the bottom of a place. And he was in the factory area for a while. He's an engineer, and he moved up. But before he moved up, where he had to start from the bottom, he started his own business. And he was like on the side, he was fixing copiers and printers and stuff. So he was getting contracts, but we were living in when I say that, we were living in a place where you would think, because we're next to a college, we're living in a college town. It was the most gang infested, craziest place. We didn't even realize it was like that. Me and my brothers were looking at the fact that they had a lot of creeks and a lot of like um, crab apple trees, and we were like all excited, like we found frogs and turtles today, we went fishing today. But then we hear gunshots around us. We were just like, what the heck kind of place is this? We had to really fend for ourselves. um but not that our parents were doing so, but we were just used to living. My mom's a very outdoorsy person, so we were used to, like, when we get somewhere, we're like, okay, where's all the resources at, and however, I bring this up to say that the music, every morning, just to get me in a headspace where I could go to school, because that particular school was like, I don't know if y'all saw the movie Lean on Me. Child, you want to know how you come to school just because you decided that you wanted to read because the teacher said to read, you might get beat up. So I had to get myself together, boy, in the morning. But they used to play this song by it's a group I believe called Sounds of Blackness, right? And it's called Optimistic. Every morning I would wake up and listen to music, listen to the radio, and that song would play every morning. And it gave me ooh, I don't want to get emotional, but it's a song. I don't know. It uplifts me whenever I start feeling down. I listen to that song. I really do. But you might find your jam, find your thing, right? Because they're begging you to. They're telling you within the next few weeks things are going to change for you. That the truth comes through optimism for you. The truth, your truth, the truth of your situation. A lot of that would be that you need to reevaluate what makes you happy, which means that the truth is, whatever you're grieving, the situation really was never going to make you happy, and it never was making you happy. Actually, you may have just learned how to cope with it. You may have learned how to cope. Like we find coping mechanisms. We are complacent in the situation. We're just accepting it. We settle, and they may be trying to express that to you. You may already understand that intellectually, but in order for it to zero in and hone in your spirit, you would need to start doing this for yourself. Archangel Michael is with you. So whatever steps you take, he's going to amplify it, which means you listen to that music. All of a sudden, you're going to get the warm and tinglies. You're going to get goosebumps in ways where maybe before you never really, you know what I mean? It's like it's just in the background. Yeah, I get happy. Maybe I do my little dance or whatever the case, whatever song it is for you. Because I could tell you right now, there's an Aquarius, a young man I know that death metal used to get him calmed down. Okay, do you understand? He would fall asleep, and I'd be the whole time my brain is going, "What did he just say? Hold on, let me listen. Wait, let me rewind that part. He said what?" Because I couldn't, it does something different for me. But you want to find that energy. Okay, I am at peace with my past. I'm seeing a desire for stability, a desire to be grounded. So that may mean that this grief or sorrow that you are experiencing is throwing you so off. But there's some red flags that you will see in time. You may not, maybe now you're seeing some red flags, but they're giving me red flags in relationships, that there are a lot of red flags you will not see. Time is going to reveal it. Time is going to reveal it, which means that for many of you, you may find yourselves having to uplift yourself. But when I say you're not alone, though, not if Archangel Michael is behind you and is an archangel, which means there are legions. I hate to say the word legions, right? Armies of angels behind this angel, lifting you up with a sword, letting you know you can say that. Go ahead and say it because I've got your back. Let them come. I dare them. Like it's almost like you could stand behind that angel and go, yeah, you know, I feel that energy for you. The courage is the energy that's surrounding you right now, which means that for many of you, some people are going to try to be bold to get what they want out of a situation. That's going to be a red flag for you too, because of the courage that you will be imbued by being that bright energy. You're going to see other people trying to be bold, and they're going to try to get what they want from you. And that's where you're going to have to protest. No, 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 that's not going to work for me. Victim mentality is Knight of Cups and Five of Wands, right? And you got the Six of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups, Three of Cups. Victim mentality would be that no matter how you say it, no matter what you say, you may feel like you have um, someone against you, something against you. And that is going to make you feel victimized. You may look at this as time progresses. Today may be the beginning because we are in the pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde, which means that the past is definitely going to come up. You would need to make peace with the fact that perhaps you were in a situation where someone was always in competition with you, someone was always against you. You may not have realized it all the way. Now we're going, this is the source of your grief, is probably the fact that you did not pay attention to red flags. There were many, right? That's okay. You're not the only one. I cannot express how many times, because of the way I was raised. I'm raised by some Indian Trinidadian people that, how islanders are, islanders are like, don't worry about a thing because every little thing's going to be all right. We live our life on a continuum of optimism, a continuum of optimism constantly. And so for me, to be around certain people, I want to say that to you, just so that you could see maybe perhaps you'll never be the only one. I can tell you that much. But I um, was nicknamed, like I said, Kumbaya, right? So that was my nickname on the side, and they would laugh about it because I would always try to find the resolution and always find a peaceful resolution because I don't see the point. I don't see the point in drama. I really don't. But I just don't. But either way, I would find myself in these positions, in these predicaments, not seeing red flags at all, seeing opportunities for growth. Eternal sun, right? And that would be something they're saying over time, you're going to start seeing more red flags that maybe you didn't see in the very beginning of a situation, especially when it comes to love. So you may feel victimized by that. Like, holy crap, I was completely in a situation that was maybe abusive with the Five of Wands. or that I was being tested every 5 seconds. Like I was being tested. Okay. And I need to see things differently now. Not that I'm, aggrieved, not that I am being accosted with that energy, but that maybe, right? Maybe I um, mm, was so focused on trying to fill a cup that I didn't realize that I shouldn't probably be filling it with this, right? Which a lot of us have gone through. Your higher self is the Chariot and the Hermit. You're like, I just need this cup filled, and they're just pouring all kinds of awful in it. You're like, well, it's heavy, it's filled. And you look in, and it's like bugs and all kinds of worms and crap. You're just like, that's not what I needed, though. I'm thirsty. But your higher self speaks a lot about how you are moving in a new direction. I feel that you now are much wiser. That should give you a lot of comfort. You're much wiser now as a person. This tells me that you're headed in a direction where now you are seeing that I'm making my peace with my past because I learned from it. And I know now what the red flags are. There's certain behavioral traits and characteristics that I can spot now because I'm well versed in this mess that I've been dealing with. Right. Planning and action is the Eight of Cups and the Knight of Swords. A lot of you need to take action towards um, leaving behind things that really don't serve you. That also can cause someone a lot of grief. Okay, this tells me that due to a disappointment and not getting what I need out of these cups, I'm walking away from them. You got to plan to leave something behind completely. Some of you are already leaving something behind, but we're taking action towards it. And the action is, well, I'm seeing angel number 111 in this, and that tells me that it's like there's a long cherished idea that perhaps you put on the back burner to deal with the situation. And it's now time for you. Now you're on the right track to getting it done, to having something happen for yourself, to make your dreams and visions a reality. I see the right people, right circumstances, right resources on your path being sent your way, and that happiness and new opportunities are coming through. But right now, it's important for you to just allow the flow and synchronicity to come through. Plan to, I would say, I would plan to do things that make you happy. I know how that sounds, but the only way to get there is to put yourself in a space, like I said, uplifting media, uplifting music. Even if you got to watch a show that gives you the feel goods, you know what I mean? And to just get you in a space where you can see that, okay, I'm gonna be okay, right? And I can see the truth about myself. This is who I am. There's some shows that I watch as well that give me that feeling, um, which is crazy. Some of the shows, right? Horror movies do it for me, actually, mostly. But that's something I enjoy enjoy watching, which is funny. But there are certain things that make you feel good, right? Um, that would help you to see that you could live a better life, or that you could organize things in a better way. Not to say that that is your issue, that's your glitch kind of thing, but it will help you to realize that you're being protected. Will cancel out grief. Okay, looking at uplifting things for you, at least. Most people, it's like, oh, take off the rose colored glasses and see your situation, okay? But for you, it's important that you do this because it will help you to see that things happen for a reason. Watch something serendipitous as well, because they're giving a lot of bright energy for you, that you need something that is going to make you feel empowered. You want to use the color or the stone coral. The color of this stone is more of a salmon color, to allow flow and synchronicity into your life. For many of you, this could represent the what's the word, sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is ruled by orange, but coral is somewhat similar to that color. So you want to listen to 288 hertz. The number 2 is really important for that. Taste is highly important. Sacral chakra rules the taste sense. So you want to eat like fresh fruits. You want to eat seeds, orange foods, nuts, things that, of course, taste good, right? You want to spend time near water, dancing. You want to do some yoga that really opens up the hips. because when it's blocked, you experience imbalanced emotions like guilt, shame. You may lack motivation. You may experience lower back pain. You may have urinary tract issues, reproductive health concerns. Like maybe you're just like, listen, I can't get in the mood if my life depended on it based on what I'm going through right now. Like I can't even focus on that right now. Um, you may experience like pelvic pain, fear of change, feelings of inadequacy, right? What you could do when it's open, though, you're inspired, you feel deep connections with others, you're adaptable, you experience life fully, and you feel this inner joy. So you want to use like crystals to help balance this out, right? By using them, this is about wearing them, having them on your person somewhere, wearing them in jewelry, or put it in a bag on your desk at work, in your workspace. You want to put it in your car, that kind of thing. You want to use sunstone, tiger's eye, orange calcite, carnelian. Okay, and you want to use these scents, right? Use it in an oil diffuser. You can wear them. You can put them on your clothes. I know sweet orange, jasmine, neroli, sandalwood, ylang-ylang, they all smell good too. You can do a mixture of them, create your own scent just to give you a boost. You could try that kind of a deal. So yeah, you could do those things there. That's what I'm seeing. Anything else? 288 hertz. Did I say that? You listen to that. You can find that on YouTube. You can find it in other places too, but y'all know I'm old school sort of. Um, I use YouTube for everything. I'm like, ooh, is it on YouTube? Well, I guess I won't watch it because they have that picture in picture, so you can do other things while you're listening. That's TikTok is difficult for me because you can't do the picture in picture on your phone, and I have to do a lot of business on my phone. So I'm like, yeah, can't watch TikTok too much because you got to sit and scroll on that. You can't deviate. I need I need to have multiple things going on and all the time. So either way, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. I see Cancer, Virgo, and Aquarius. So you could be a Gemini, Cancer cusp here. I'm seeing Capricorn, Aquarius cusp as well. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.